Yeah. And one of the things too that makes me excited for this, right, is because there's so many differentiating markets.
Mhm.
New ones coming online, old ones that are becoming more legacy and more, brand loyal, et cetera. But at the end of the day, it's about educating the consumer, right? One of the big things that we always focus on when we're, building the digital presence for a dispensary and working with them on their SEO and their website is make sure there's that educational based content throughout the site. But you can lead the horse to water. You can't force it to
Mhm.
drink. So many people, unfortunately, don't necessarily care to or want to or know to learn all of this, right? There's so much. I mean, there are words that I didn't even understand that you just dropped from a chemical standpoint, right? It sounds like you got a doctorate in chemistry, but that's exciting though because that we always say it, right? It's medicine. This
Mhm.
isn't a drug. This isn't some just let's go get. Yeah, obviously people use it recreationally for fun, which is awesome. But at the end of the day, this is a medicine. This is a plant. There's so much purpose behind it that we've talked about so many times,
Mhm.
and being able to guide people to find what's going to give them the experience they're looking for is game changing because you're literally changing the impact that people have with the industry and that the industry has on people. And I that's the
Yep.
one thing I love about what you guys are doing over at Terpli. And I guess the one question I wanted to ask you, amongst many here, is you have differentiating perspectives across markets around what the cannabis dispensary experience should be. My personal opinion, and it's just mine, is a dispensary should be an experience. It should be an immersive experience. It should be an educational, safe experience. And it's one where it should make you leave and can't wait to come back and that should be the same from the online experience to
Mhm.
the in-store experience, right? And that is important, in my opinion, to the longevity and the success of the industry as a whole. However, you have other people who think, no, it's you got to be the Walmart of weed, the Amazon of weed. You've got to be successful. You've got to, be able to give the best deals for the highest THC percentage product because that's what the consumers want. And in some markets they do because there's obviously, financial issues, economic issues.
Mhm.
But what would you say, Eric, to help kind of change the perspective from that with markets that think, oh, it's all about the best deals at the highest THC? How do you kind of combat that perspective to help dispensaries realize that it behooves them to utilize a platform like yours to help educate and guide consumers to finding the best choice product for what they're looking for?
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic question, and you can sort of attack it from two different perspectives. You can attack it from the dollars and cents perspective,
Mhm.
right? People are trying to run a business. How do we improve that business? So, from the dollars and cents perspective, if you look at the opportunity to guide a customer, what you're looking for as an operator is going to be higher conversion rates. So many people in the cannabis industry don't even know what a conversion rate is,
Yeah,
which is
very true.
scary,
It is
right?
Yes.
scary.
I ask people all the time, hey, where do you lose your customers on your online funnel? And usually I get a blank stare, what's an online funnel? That's concerning, right? So how do we educate our operators in understanding what it really means to be a business, right? Not to disparage those operators, but some are coming from different backgrounds, right? And they've never run a true business. When a dispensary or when a state first goes legal, we usually see that 12 to 18 to 24-month lead cycle where
Mhm.
everything is up and to the right, everything's green, and everything's looking golden.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden we start to get to price compression and we realize that we have to run a business. And what we weren't running a business before, we were selling weed, right? There was so much hype, there was so much excitement that it was impossible to keep up with the demand. Well, the demand will eventually fade. So, how do we create the structure, the infrastructure of the business to create longevity for the success, right? So, from the guidance of a customer online, part of it, or really in the store at all, part of it is what are my KPI in understanding what I care about, right? Conversion, cart size, time to return, customer lifetime value. Those are all things that we can impact with a tool like this and really with a bunch of other things, right? Terpli is not designed to bring customers to a website. We need SEO and a proper website development to be able to it's sort of a set them up and knock them down situation,
Absolutely.
right? You've got to work in tandem with different partners to be able to really do that successfully. So looking at the brass tacks dollars and cents, That's one opportunity for you to guide the customers to purchase, right? That's different than your real question, which is how do you guide your customers to result? How do you guide them to experience, right? And truthfully, it's about creating a holistic environment where I have consistency. To me, that is the biggest thing that's missing in the industry right now, is that product consistency, because I'm, like I said, I'm able to call it whatever I want. I can label it whatever I want. I can have random deals. And what's happened is, because we have a lack of product transparency, it's very, very difficult for us to differentiate between products.
Yep.
If I have 300 SKUs on my website with a bunch of made up names, I saw one the other day called 2 unicorns, 1 poop. And I almost keeled over and died, right? My 75-year-old grandmother is not going to buy cheetah piss.
No, she's not.
She says not, right? One of the most popular strains in the country. But if you're trying to reach a new demographic, that avenue is not going to work.